Cookup. What's going on? This is the Cookup. I'm here this morning with Coach Priscilla Rojas, and the third episode of our series. We really appreciate you gracing us with your presence. It's an awesome photo shoot and video shoot this morning, and nice to have you.
Thank you for having me. I'm very happy to be here.
All right, cool enough. It was really cool meeting you, and I know initially I saw you on Instagram with a post that you had that I thought was so empowering. I was moved. I was like, I have to reach out and speak with her, and I definitely wanted to hear her story. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Coach P.
Okay, let's see. I am someone who I think it took me quite a few years to understand what my purpose was in life, as us all. And let's see. Once I figured it out, it wasn't until I was in my early 30s, put it like that.
Really? Wow.
And so now I'm doing what I love. And I don't know. What else can I tell you?
All right, I tell you what. So, tell me about your business. So, what is it that you do?
So, I'm a fitness professional.
Okay.
I am a personal trainer and also a group fitness instructor.
Okay.
I am recently transitioning my business online. So, I'm juggling the two: face-to-face, in-person training, and online training, which is a circus act in itself.
Okay.
But that's what my plan is. My plan is to transition to online for what I think would be obvious reasons.
Yep.
And continue in the health and wellness industry because I have figured out that I'm very passionate about it, and it is my purpose to guide and to coach.
All right. That's awesome. I know we spoke initially. We had that first conversation, like that story you told me. Like, tell me about that. Like, how did you get into the whole game, so to speak?
Yeah. Well, I went to school for public relations and advertising. So I was a communications major.
Wow.
And when I came out, started working in marketing, advertising, public relations, and quickly realized because I'm a person who figures shit out quick.
All right.
Within the first couple of years that it just wasn't what I was meant to do. It wasn't my purpose. Mm-hmm. And like I told you over the phone, I used to sit at my desk. I had a 9 to 6 corporate position.
Right.
I would take repeated visits to the restroom to go into the stall and cry.
Wow.
Wipe my face. I would purposely go to the restroom to cry.
Wow.
Not to use the restroom.
Wow. Wow.
Wipe my face, come back to my desk. So I was only 26, maybe 25, 26. There's no reason for anyone to be living that way, especially at that age.
Right.
So I knew I had to figure something else out.
Okay.
It just so happens that I happened to be working for a fitness company already as it was.
All right.
So that was my leeway into the fitness industry.
Okay.
I had the experience of working for a corporate fitness company.
Okay.
And I was able to take that and run with it.
Nice. All right. That's cool. And so what's the name of your company?
Street Hits.
And
so an easy way to remember this is street, outdoors, right? And hits, which is spelled HIITS.
All right.
It stands for high intensity interval training.
Okay.
So basically a workout that you can do anywhere.
All right.
Any place, anytime.
Okay.
When I was going through college, I was quite overwhelmed with my schedule, as most people are. Working full-time, internship part-time. Actually, I had 2 internships.
Wow.
And didn't have a gym membership. I didn't have the means to. I mean, if you know how it is.
Yeah, you're
school.
A college student, right?
And, yeah. And so I just had to make shit happen. I would work out in the parking lot in between classes. I didn't have the time to go to a gym anyways.
Okay.
I'd have an hour in between classes and I'd go out to the parking lot and I'd create my own workout.
Just make it happen, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Sometimes you just got to just do it wherever you're at.
Yeah.
You know?
It's all about just making shit happen.
Okay.
No excuses.
No excuses.
You can do whatever you want to do. It's your life.
Yeah. That's awesome. So like, what are some like personal triumphs that you've had, or probably what's the biggest personal triumph that you've had in your journey, in your business?
Okay. The first thing that sticks out in my mind is in 2016 when I became reacquainted with an old boyfriend. Mm-hmm. So this is personal and business. Okay. An old boyfriend who had moved away. And we started dating long distance again, and both decided that I would move over to his area, which was in Arizona. Mm-hmm. So I took a leap of faith and moved over there. But when you're a personal trainer running your own business and you leave your region,
right,
you're starting from ground zero all over again.
Starting from scratch. Yep.
So I gave up my entire business, my clients, my position at the gym where I was, and all of my relationships that I had here in South Florida. And I left to Arizona for a couple of months, and that only lasted 2 months. So when I came back home, I came back to nothing because I didn't have that position at the gym anymore. I didn't have those clients anymore, which is completely understandable. Right. They moved on. Right. And I was in a different area when I came back to South Florida. I went from Dade County to Palm Beach County.
Okay.
And I had to start all over again. Wow. And that right there, if you can overcome something like that, starting from ground zero all over again and making it happen, that creates a kind of confidence that nobody could ever give you.
Absolutely.
And with confidence, your business can thrive.
Absolutely. 100%. I love that. So tell me, do you have like any success stories from like clients, you know what I mean, like that you've done or that you can think of that come to mind?
Absolutely. I have ongoing success stories.
Nice.
Ongoing success stories that I'm constantly getting messages, and I'm grateful for it. I don't think it's me. It's them. Mm-hmm. Once you make a decision that you want to make a change in your life, I open the door for you, you walk through. Right. You have to do the work. I'm not into hand holding, and I'm not going to chase anyone. Okay. It's not my style. Okay. And it happens a lot where there are lots of opportunities for me to hold someone's hand or to chase them down. Right. And it's not my style. I need and require for someone to want better for themselves.
Excellent.
And then I can help them achieve it. Okay,
all right.
But just to give you an example, last night I received a message from 2 separate clients. So one of them mentioned that her husband just dropped about 10 pounds in the past 4 weeks just because his eating has changed based on what she's cooking in the house. So he's not even following the macro and accountability program that I offer. Okay. She is. Right. But just because she's cooking differently in the home, now he's dropping weight. Wow. That was one client message that I received last night. And then the other one, which is actually more health related in the sense that a client of mine's father had a heart attack. He was in the hospital. They found some issues that he had. Ultimately, his diet needs to change, and that's what was recommended by his doctor. She's able to now guide her parents in a whole different direction, and she's feeling proud about that. now she's able to give back to her parents, and she's saying that if it was never for this experience, this accountability experience that she has with me, that she wouldn't even know how to help her parents.
Man, that's fantastic. I mean, being able just to do what you love, to help someone else, and then to have that help be able to pay, get paid forward to someone else in their family, especially when it's loved ones and, and people that you love that are important and care, about you. Like that is, that's the bigger part of, in my personal opinion, of what you do. You know what I mean? It's, it's the extra stuff that happens. So that's really, really fantastic.
And sometimes the extra stuff is more important because everyone just kind of categorizes fitness as aesthetics.
Okay.
And I don't believe it. I believe it's much deeper than that.
Right.
Sure, we all want to look great when we look in the mirror.
Yeah.
That's a plus, but it's much deeper than that.
Yeah. Okay. For real. That's 100% the truth. Let me ask you, what are some hardships that you've gone through as being, a small business owner or a business owner, an entrepreneur, like hardships?
I still go through them, every single day, every week, every month. As an entrepreneur, you don't know what your paycheck is going to look like. So you have to live a certain lifestyle. And you don't know what next year will look like, right? So planning for the future. My body is tired. I lift weights for a living.
Right.
I'm tired.
Right.
So I'm thinking for my future. What do I see in the next 5 years? So these are things that I'm planning for.
All right. What advice could you give to being a woman entrepreneur? What advice would you give to another woman or any woman just starting on their entrepreneurial journey or looking to try to do something, or maybe they might have fears? What advice do you think you could give to them?
Well, when it comes to fears, my advice is tunnel vision, because a lot of times I think fears come from what other people think, or the opinions of other people, especially as a woman. So sometimes our confidence is not where it should be because maybe we don't believe in ourselves simply because other people don't believe in us.
Right.
I say tunnel vision. You just really can't give a shit what other people think. You really have to follow your passion because you only get one chance to do it.
Awesome. That is absolutely the truth. Absolutely the truth. And then what advice would you give to another small business owner, as far as like things that you've experienced or things that you should know, or maybe things that you should look out for, in owning your own business?
Well, when it comes to the actual journey itself, I'm still learning every day. I feel like perhaps I could offer better advice if it comes to like the more starting points. When it comes to starting your own business, I would just have to say plan for it. I have associates and friends who have attempted to start their own business without planning for it. So they'll leave their day job and then jump into, just take that leap of faith and jump into creating something of their own. And then when things don't go as planned, now they're stuck. And if you ask me, feeling stuck is one of the worst positions you can ever be in. So definitely planning, having a plan A, having a plan B, and then taking a nice transition throughout the way, right? So transitioning from A to B or C to D, whatever it is, whatever that looks like.
Right. Awesome. Are there what advice would you give to someone who is looking to try to get themselves back into shape, or to get their physical, body, and they're thinking about hiring someone like yourself, but they're not sure, because there's especially in South Florida, there seems to be a lot of folks that are in that segment. What advice would you give them, in finding someone like yourself?
Well, first of all, the first thing I would say is, more than anything, what's most important is your psychology. So digging deep and really understanding your reasons why. Why do you want to get healthy? Why do you want to invest in your fitness? Why do you want to invest in your overall health? You have to be 100% sure about why, because once you find a professional to support you and guide you through these things, you don't want to waste their time. You don't want to waste your time.
Right.
And definitely don't want to waste what's in your pocket. Overall, what's most important is your time investment, because that's something we can never get back. Forget about the money.
Right.
If you don't know why you're doing something, you're going to do it half-ass.
Facts.
And it's just a waste of time. So first, figuring out why you're doing it, commit to it, find someone who can help you. And I would definitely have to say referral.
Referral, really?
By referral, you want to ask around. And once you get a couple of potentials, perhaps asking for like a mini session.
Okay.
Just to find out and see what kind of training style, learn a little bit more about your trainer, because you're going to be spending a lot of time with that person.
Right.
So you want to make sure it's someone who you want to invest in.
Cool. All right. Excellent. And I know we talked before, you got like an app that you're working on. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, transitioning to online, a project that I'm currently working on is building my own fitness app, which should be released in first week of January for the new year, which is perfect timing for people who are
New Year's resolutions.
Yep, investing in changing their lives.
Okay.
So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm creating a ton of content, and I'll be offering a variety of different workouts through this app, as well as daily challenges, weekend challenges, monthly challenges, keeping it fun, keeping it interesting.
Okay.
And there will be workouts for people who don't have access to a gym, or they can work out in their living room.
Wow. Now that sounds like something that I could definitely get into, because, it's just like we were talking about before in the age that we're in now, with a lot of people having most of their following and everything on social media. Those things can be taken away from you because we don't control social media. But if you've got your own app or your own website, your own platform, you're in control. And I think it's awesome that you're doing that. And it's good advice to give to other entrepreneurs. Definitely. Kudos to you for that. Definitely, for sure. So do you have any promotions or events or different things that you're doing locally now that the audience needs to be aware of?
So I have a couple of things that are not for sure, but what I will mention is that I do plan on expanding my horizons.
Okay.
So you will see me involved in other things that are not only related to fitness.
Okay.
Yes, I will be in the overall health and fitness industry, still engaging in the same realm.
All right.
But expanding to other avenues, taking different directions.
Okay, cool enough. And do you have a website?
Yes, it's streethits.com.
Streethits.com with 2 I's.
With 2 I's.
All right, fantastic. And what should we be looking out for the future for you? Anything that, on the horizon, or, things that, you kind of want to tease us with right now?
Nothing specific, but you will see me on stage. You will see me traveling. You will see me speaking. Okay. You'll see me writing.
All right.
And doing a lot of everything.
All right. That sounds really good. Okay. And in closing, what do you want to share with the audience? What are your kind of your final thoughts, that you'd say, on the Cookup today?
My final thoughts are, if you are someone who has considered changing your life because you are not spending your time working on something that you're passionate about, I would say definitely it's time to sit down and meditate and figure out what your overall vision is for your lifetime. You only have one. So figure out what your overall vision is. If you had no limitations, no barriers at all, what do you see? Now go do it.
All right. Nice. And then could you share with us your social media accounts?
Yeah, so on Facebook, you'll find me under Street Hits with 2 I's. And on Instagram, you'll find me at @Iam_Coach P.
All right. Well, Coach P, it's been a pleasure having you with us on the Cookup. We're looking forward to checking out what you got going on, especially with the app and all of the rest of your endeavors. And good luck, and thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right. And that is a wrap. The Cookup.